Hi, I'm Matthew Denton, the owner of Australian Lifestyle Furniture. Today we're going to show you a brand new concept and how to assemble So this module's the sink module. Obviously it's got the cutout in it now, ready to put the sink in once your plumber comes to assemble that. So we'll put this one into place now. As you can see with this one, this is made for the beverage cooler. So this is the beverage cooler carcass. It's still got the 20mm porcelain stone all around it, with the waterfall already fitted. Meant to have this overhang on here as well to make sure that everything runs smoothly off the top. And you can see that it's got the ventilation system and access ports already put in at the back for power and also ventilation. So this unit here is obviously the barbecue unit. Comes with 2-door push to open on it as well. But you'll also notice that we send it with the kicker in underneath. So the kicker's already fitted, so everything's all fitted to the carcass. When we tip the carcass back, you'll just see there's big heavy duty adjustable feet. And that's one of the key things in getting it all level. So if you have a look in under there, you'll see there's heavy duty adjustable feet. And the other important element in the 20mm porcelain that we have on it, if you look across here, there's a cutout in the porcelain. Once you get the barbecue in there, that allows you to then have a feed through to get to your gas line to run your barbecue from it. So what we've done now is we've put the 3 units together. So the beverage cooler unit, we've put that in situ. We've now got the barbecue unit and then the sink and tap unit at the end. One of the critical things when you're assembling this kitchen is to always start your levels at this end. And if you notice at the bottom of this, we don't have adjustment on the bottom of the beverage cooler. So everything's got to be made to level to that. So you can put wedges underneath it, but the adjustable feet sit in the barbecue unit and also in the sink and tap unit. So we're now going to go about leveling that off and show you how to do that before we put all the appliances in it. And what we're going to do now, given the floor that we're actually putting it on is not very level, to get access to those feet we just showed you, we're going to unscrew the kickers, which will then give us access in underneath to enable you to adjust the levels of the feet to get the kitchen all level to your outdoor area. Kickers come attached to enable easy adjustment. Unattach the kickers to give access to adjustable feet. We have a removable adjustable shelf in here, so obviously you can just set your pins to the height that you want it and then slide that shelf in, and that'll give you a split shelf through there. The other component on this side is if you're using LPG, there's a vent system. Just make sure the vent system's inserted and popped into the bottom of the carcass. So what we've done now is just gone through and made the kitchen level by adjusting the feet underneath this unit and then the secondary barbecue unit. We've got adjustment under there. Now that it's all level, we'll go through the process of actually securing each of the cabinets to each other. So what we're doing now is attaching the sink unit to the barbecue unit using the screws that are provided. So the next component here is what we call the barbecue drop down. So this is the porcelain that goes along the side to fill in there and make that all heat proof. You'll notice on the rear it already comes with double-sided adhesive on there, so we can peel that to put it on. But the important part to notice is that we've polished this edge. So where this is visible is how you sit it. So that polished edge comes at the front so that we're on the overhang that it's meant to have. When it sits into place and you look at it from this side, you still see a polished edge. You don't see the rough edge of the porcelain. So that's meant to be like that. So then once we've got this done, we just come to the double-sided tape and you can just peel that off, do that for each 4, and then we can put that into position. So now that we've taken off the 4 self-adhesive strips and we've now got the exposed polished part, we can sit this into place. You square it up with the front and push it in. Now you'll notice also there's a bit of a gap through here. We've done that again to allow for a little bit of movement. Once we put the bracket in for the Beefeater barbecue, that will all be covered up. And this isn't a load bearing component, it's just a heat bearing component and to neaten the front up as well. Again, as you can see here, there's a little bit of a gap, but we'll come back to that and show you how it's all filled up, and that gives us some movement through there as well. To make things easier, we've also allowed a little bit of variation. You'll notice there's about 5mm gap here in the bottom of the waterfall. That gives you some natural movement to be able to allow for a little bit of unevenness in your deck. Even though these are sold to be going on a level floor, there is the adjustment, and you've got about 5mm give on the waterfall. So then we're now about to start to put the appliances in it, and we'll open the box. We've actually got the sink sitting in the box, so we're the same as the tap. So you'll see some quality tapware in here, and then here's the stainless steel sink, and we'll show you how to put that in place. So you'll notice on this high-grade sink, when it comes, it's actually already got the tap hole and the edge in it, but you have to undo this and reverse it for the waste pipe. And also this will be sat in position and should be then siliconed in once your plumber comes to connect the water for you. So you unscrew this component as it comes packed. I've just got my hand at the back holding the unit underneath. And as you'll see that it comes out, and then it needs to be just reversed because it was put in like that for packaging. So what you'll do once you've unscrewed it, you'll end up with the O-ring, and then the waste, it just sits down with the fins going forward. Sit that behind it. And then screw the reverse of how it was packed. See, now the waste trap's in place, ready for your plumber to finish the job. Now that you've had your plumber assemble the sink and also put the tap in it, they can then go in and connect your wastewater underneath and also go and put the hot and cold into it. So what we're doing here, just slide it over to get the beverage cooler ready to go in place. Just keep the base on it to make sure you don't damage your flooring or damage the beverage cooler. Inside your beverage cooler, you'll see there's a bag with all the handles and screws in it. Just follow your Beefeater instructions on how to fit those. So there's the 2 handles and the screws, which you just put through as per the Beefeater instructions, so you've got handles on your beverage cooler. So what we're going to do now is just unpack the 5-burner Beefeater, and then we'll show you how to put the brackets onto the side and then carry it over for assembly in your brand new Longreach kitchen. So once you've unpacked the barbecue, to make it fit to your beautiful Longreach kitchen, you'll need to attach these side bars onto the Beefeater barbecue. So now that we've put the kitchen together and we've actually put the beverage cooler in it, now we're going to fit the brackets to enable the Beefeater barbecue to sit beautifully in your kitchen. So the brackets differ by model, but at this one we've got a Beefeater 3000 5-burner, which takes the bracket number BA45HS. So all we've done here is lift it up to enable us to give access, and now we're just going to screw the bracket on and it gets screwed on from the inside. Make it easier to fit the side panels. It's better to do this before you've actually put the grills and the burning components and the hot plates in your barbecue, because it's much easier to attach this from you have to attach it from inside, so you can do this from the outside, put it on, then we'll tip it back over and put the hot plates back in. So the other thing, once you've assembled the barbecue, undo the LPG hose if it's an LPG setup, and we'll show you why. That needs to be fed up from underneath the barbecue, underneath your kitchen, sorry, and into the stone under the barbecue in your kitchen. Now you can see we've fitted the heat shield, and the heat shield is important, not from the heat perspective, but to just finish off the front of your kitchen, as you'll see when we come to the finished shot. Now you've got the lead for your LPG bottle that we unscrewed from the barbecue, and we bring that up through the cabinet, which we're going to reattach to the barbecue once it's in situ. Now that we've fitted the brackets and we've taken the LPG hose off and fed it through the base of your kitchen, it's now important to do the fantastic part, which is sitting your barbecue into your kitchen. Now you can see we've brought the barbecue over and we've sat it into the barbecue cutout, ready to go. We'll just reconnect the LPG hose and then it's all ready for setup. As you can see, you've now nearly completed your brand new Longreach kitchen. All we need to do now is peel off the protective covers on the Acrylam water resistant doors to make the colour shine. We've now completed your Harvey Norman Longreach outdoor kitchen, and it's fully assembled and ready to go. Just would need your plumber to have finished off the connections for your hot and cold water and your waste pipe. Go over it with a nice soft cloth to keep it clean, and you're now ready to cook again your favourite food on it. Enjoy your Australian made Harvey Norman Longreach outdoor kitchen.